Good morning, 8 to 9 cup of time. We've run out of our coffee pods that get delivered, and so I'm drinking a tea at the moment, which is awesome because I drink lots of that, but I'd love a coffee. So, something that's been interesting to sort of reflect on over the last few weeks is that not everybody necessarily knows what we do as coaches. And so I thought I would show you very quickly how we work with you as business owners. And that this is not just relevant to right now with COVID-19, this is how we work with you all the time, but it's even more relevant right now given what's going on. So I thought I'd break down into a few steps what it is that we actually do, with you and alongside you. So there's a few steps, and there are more steps that I'm going to go through today, but I'm going to give you the basics of how we work with you as what I can only speak for action coaches. Not all business coaches are equal. We have got some fairly significant training and a huge network of people around us, so that's what sort of sets us apart. If it's not me that you're interested in working with, then there will be an action coach nearby to you. We're all over Australia, so that's pretty cool. So this is how we do it. So the foundation level, or the starting point, and it doesn't mean you start here, you could start at any one of these points. We call this step mastery, but it's basically the foundational stuff. And what we work on is your money management, how you're dealing with that, your financial intelligence. We work on you and your mindset and how you actually, can think about business, think about money, think about sales, think about everything. So we work on you. We work on your time management because that seems to be something that a lot of business owners struggle with. And we also do your goal setting. So these four things set the foundations of a business up nicely. So what you have to be you've got to have a direction, you've got to have a destination that you're trying to get to and head to. You need to be really, really diligent and manage not only your time but yourself. So these two cross over a bit, and we want to make sure that your finances are in order. So we work with you on those key things really hardcore and assess all of that and support you to get that in. That takes a lot of time, I've got to be honest, with business owners, and it's something that often is never finished because you've got to reset your goals all the time. Then the other things that we work through is sales and marketing. So here we want to make sure that you actually are marketing to the right people. So we want to make sure that you've got a very clear target audience or target market that you want to work with, and you are strategic about how you then generate the leads in that space. So that's about lead generation. It's about conversion rate. This is about conversion rate, how well you sell. Because if you can't sell, you're not going to convert, and you're therefore not going to get the customers. It's also about how much on average people are spending with you, average dollar spend. And basically we want to use your sales strategies and your marketing strategies to increase your financial gain. So we work on teaching you how to actually sell and how to market. That couldn't be more important right now, but it's important in every business. So many of the businesses in trades that I work with in particular, they say, oh no, we don't really do much marketing. We've got a Facebook page and we work on word of mouth. But you want to make sure that your lead generation, your marketing's top notch, and you've got multiple avenues that you're bringing leads into your business, or people are inquiring about your business. The selling side of things, it's also about how many times people come back to your business. So the number of transactions, we call that. And once you've understood that, and you understand, how to sell well to get the best out of all these three things in a sales process, and you need a sales process. So many business owners don't even have a sales process. It's super important because you can only control how much you sell once you actually test and measure. And that's a really important thing here, is what we call test and measure. It's important that you are always counting these numbers, and we call them the 5 ways. So I'm not going to go into it too more, but basically the short version is we teach you how to market and sell properly, not just by luck. Here we look at systems. So in the context of trades, it's about, rightio, what job management software are we using? How do we answer the phone? Have we got a script for that? How do we do our quoting? How do we produce an invoice? Like everything that should be systematized in your business. How do we do OHS? How do we make our accounting work? How do we check email? Like so many different things, because we want to make sure that the 80-20 rule is adhered to. We want to account for 80% of the time being based on a system, 20% of the time, 20% of the time is up to the humans. So where possible, you want to systematize your business so that it is absolutely only 20% of the time relying on human interaction, I suppose, or human thought. Because, we are all human at the end of the day, but if we've got a system to follow, it's going to reduce errors. So this is all about increasing efficiency and productivity, which means, again, more money because you've got a good system in place. We also work with you on your team. And team is hugely important, because as you move through all this and you create a really solid team, that's going to help you to step out of your business more, because our overarching goal is to become either just managing or completely out of our business but still making a profit from it. So we've got to make sure that we understand what our team's roles are, their roles and responsibilities, make sure the culture is right and it aligns with, this destination that you're heading on, and that they all understand that. You've got to have rules of the game for your team. You've got to have a good recruitment process. You've got to have so many things to make sure. So I'll just write that. Recruitment. You've got to have rules of the game. You've got to have performance reviews. You've got to have everything in, basically there's got to be a process and a system for all of this, so that you can actually work with your team in a way so that you start to get either just to a manager level, and in our context, we're starting to get off the tools a bit here, because the system's working, your sales and marketing strategies are working, you've got your money and you sorted out, and your time, and you know the direction that you're heading, you're testing and measuring everything, it's all working nicely. That's when your business it becomes successful. So that's me just really scratching the surface of what business coaches do, or action coaches, the type that I am. That's what we do. So if you've got questions and you're not sure, a lot of people have said, in the past, I've followed what you do and it's really great, Kate, but I'm still not all that clear on what you will work on with me. But basically, this is it. It's money, time, sales, marketing, goal setting, systematization, team. It's also about you and making sure that you get the most out of your business instead of it running you. I think I had a session with my one-on-one clients. So my one-on-one clients get this whole mashup of things in the way we work with them. And it was great, because the thing that we all took away at the end was that they are all in a really good spot. So yes, some of them have reduced their revenue because of the situation that we're in, but they all are feeling prepared. They're innovating. They're doing all these great things, which was really humbling to see in all of them. And they were friggin' super positive. Their mindsets are almost bulletproof, these people, which is beautiful. So that's what we do. I thought that I would jump on and explain to you what it is that we do. If you're ever interested in understanding more, just ask me. I'm not scary. Make sure, and now there's a lot of people approaching me saying, you know what, I've got a bit of time up my sleeve. These are all the things that I've really wanted to do for so long, and I just haven't got around to it. I'm ready to make it a priority. If that sounds like you, don't put it off any longer. If it isn't me that you reach out to, if you want to know who another action coach is in your area, I'd be happy to share the details of my beautiful colleagues, because they are really incredible coaches as well. Because not all business coaches are the same. So make sure you find a good one. Kerry and Jace Dunn are asking, love your work, thank you, good on you, but what is your take on JobKeeper? I say no, my husband says yes, our accountant says beware. So there's some that it depends on the business, Kerry. So or Jace, whoever's listening. JobKeeper is something that we do need to still understand it. So some people have gone ahead and they've started paying their staff JobKeeper, waiting to be, and they'll be reimbursed for the time that they pay them that. Other people are waiting till we've got more definitive information. I'm not sure why you're saying no, your husband's saying yes, because obviously that's about the dynamic and the conversation you guys are having. But it is there to support our staff and to keep our businesses afloat. Now, I don't know your business situation. I'm not necessarily saying to all of my clients, yes, get the JobKeeper, yes, keep your staff on, because we have to understand where the balance tips and when the right time is or is not to retain staff or not. So there's so much behind that question, Kerry, and it is a good question, but it's about making sure that each individual business's scenario is different. And Action Coach, one of my beautiful colleagues, if you're in Sydney, Adam Barnard, he works with trades. He is phenomenal in Wollongong. Outside of Sydney, he's developed a tool that he's shared with the coaching community, and it's unbelievable, and it's helping us to help you with this kind of decision. You know, what's the right way to go as far as keeping staff on or not, having JobKeeper or not. So difficult to really pin for you there. Sorry, Kerry and Jason, but be guided by your accountant, by your gut, all of that. I think we've got to be mindful of how busy we are likely to be as trades businesses out the other side of this, let alone now. Like I said, all my clients are still very safely working, and they've adjusted to the change. I can't say that's for everybody or that that's what everybody else is doing, but certainly it will depend on the individual. So I don't know if I've helped you there. Sorry, Kerry. Okay, so thank you so much. Oh, yep, no, you got it. Beautiful. I think, yeah, it's up to the individuals. So to wrap up this whole what do business coaches even do, I guess a way that I'd like to think that we operate is that we are a holistic coaching business. So we look at you as human beings. We look at where you want to actually get. We care about your family a lot. You know, I had a lot of the little kids on the call at 7 o'clock last night, and that's super important to us. That comes first. Your family, your sanity, your hobbies, the things that you love, and the things that you love about your business have got to come first. And you know, we can tout all of this, but for Ladies with Tradies, it's actually about you as the human beings for us, and you getting what you need. And all the action coaches are like that. It's about, you know, driving you to the degree and to the level that you want to be driven. And that's not up to me. It's not my job to push you to a place that you wasn't even on your radar. My job is to understand where the place you want to get is first. So that's what this is all about. And then build this around it. So have an excellent day. I hope that this has helped people understand a little bit more about what we do. Oh, Michelle, that's good. Glad I could clarify a bit more. Share this with people who you think that might be beneficial for. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Have an awesome day. Talk soon.